Hey guys, MC Mura here. As you probably noticed recently, there have been a ton of Ninja Gaiden 4 footage all over the internet. I think there might have been like a media event or something. Bunch of different outlets got to try their hands on the game, tons of different previews, and I figured why not compile all of the information that you really need to know if you are wondering whether you should buy this game or not. I haven't gotten to play the game myself, but I'm super passionate about Ninja Gaiden. This is my most anticipated game in years, to be honest, and certainly like the most anticipated game this year. Now, the first piece of information comes from Gaming Bolt, and it's an information straight from the director. It's about the game length, and they're saying that the game length is expected to be 15 to 20 hours on the first playthrough, and I think for like character action game that is actually quite healthy. That's decently long. I think that puts it on par almost with like the first Ninja Gaiden, which typically like Ninja Gaiden Sigma takes me about like 15-16 hours. 2 and 3 were definitely shorter. So I think for a character action game, that is a pretty healthy length. Like if you're wondering, because I know this is like a very sensitive topic to a lot of potential buyers. Another information that we got confirmed is the fact that Test of Valors are back in Ninja Gaiden. If you don't know, Test of Valors are pretty much like optional missions, optional arena challenges, and that was in Ninja Gaiden 1, 2, and 3. I think 2 Black and 2 Sigma didn't have them, and 3 had them in the form of like the skull challenges. It's pretty much like arena challenges that were really difficult, typically like some of the most challenging combat sections in the entire game. In Ninja Gaiden 4, it's gonna be called the Purgatory, and they're saying like you have to wager something beforehand, like how much health you wanna wager before starting the challenge. I really want to see like how all of that will play out, but I love it. I love the fact that there is more content, and you have to find them within the specific chapters, so it is like optional, and that's really cool. The next bit of information comes to us from Ababas. I think that's how I pronounce his name. It's a Japanese media outlet, Japanese influencer, I think, and they got their hands on the game, and they tweeted about it, their summaries or thoughts on the game. And obviously I don't know Japanese, so I had to rely on a Reddit post for this. Obviously take it with a grain of salt, maybe there is a translation error here and there, but I'm gonna leave to you like that the Twitter link and the link to the Reddit post as well. And we got to know a lot of information. So the game do have like the story chapters, and there is also chapter challenge where you can replay any of the story chapters, and there is like specific challenge mode. And within the story chapter, just like they had in Ninja Gaiden 3 Razor's Edge, you can replay the game with any of the other playable characters. In this case, it's obviously Ryu Hayabusa. That is the only one that we got that is playable as well. So you can play through the entire game as Ryu. Obviously, once you have beaten it as Yakumo, chapter select is unlocked and you get to play it as Ryu. That's my understanding of it. That is how it's being phrased. We don't know if it's like once you beat a specific chapter, you can play the chapter select. We don't know, but chapter select is there. You can play through the entire game as Ryu, right? Because I think this is something that a lot of people were wondering about. The other thing is that it is confirmed, and this is via multiple media outlets, that Ryu will only have his dragon sword. Right, you only have one weapon, and instead of having the different weapons such as Yakumo, Ryu is gonna have like different nimbus, right? So down there, we're gonna see like the 4 nimbus for Ryu. And this is already like a super controversial topic. A lot of people are saying, I'm gonna cancel my pre-order, I don't wanna play the game now because Ryu only have one weapon. And obviously this draws parallel to what happened with Ninja Gaiden 3. Vanilla Ninja Gaiden 3, where the game came out, Ryu only had one weapon and only like one Nimbu, and I mean Ninja Gaiden to a lot of fans is Ryu. Now we have to blaze the devil advocate, we have to be fair. This is not like a one-to-one, because in this game there are 2 playable characters, Yakumo and Ryu. Yakumo himself have like 4 different weapons, so it is like 5 weapons per game. Actually, it's not the one weapon, one Nimbu thing we had prior. And we still don't know like how involved Ryu is in the story, right? And they are saying that Ryu weapons will be DLC. Again, who knows if it's paid or if it's gonna be costing money. Probably gonna be cost money, right? So this is not ideal. Like I'm gonna be honest about it. I don't absolutely love it, but I mean it is what it is. I think this is a temporary, for me this is like a temporary issue, right? Because once the weapons are there, once you have them, the game is gonna be a lot better, right? Because obviously like you come from Ninja Gaiden 2 where you had like 8 weapons and you come into like only 1 weapon per character. I mean, yeah, that can be a little bit disappointing. So I know it haven't been like a super cheerful video so far, but hey, I'm trying to help you. I got you not 1 but 2 Emma Frosts to join us for this video. So I think the least you could do is, if you haven't, subscribed already, please subscribe. And who knows, maybe we'll get to see like even more Emma Frosts in the future. Excuse the silliness and enjoy. They also revealed a bunch of information regardless the game mechanically, and they're saying that the game have just defend, just dodge, and a parry mechanic. And so just guard is you block the attack at a specific time. Obviously just dodge is a just dodge, and a parry where like you attack the enemy as long as they are attacking you, like the same frames they're attacking you. Obviously we're gonna have to wait and see how it plays out in game, but yeah, these are like very Platinum action game mechanics. It's not something that we had in the prior Ninja Gaiden games, and obviously this game is being developed by Platinum Games, so obviously they were gonna include some of their gameplay mechanics into this game. It's also confirmed that the game have dodge offset, which also like a really Platinum character action game. I think this was like made first in Bayonetta. And if you don't know what is dodge offset, say that you're playing like Devil May Cry, right? And you're doing triangle, triangle, triangle. That's 3-hit combo from Rebellion by Dante, right? And you dodge it on the second hit. After the dodge is over, you press triangle and you get the third hit of the initial combo. Pretty much what I'm saying is that you dodge and the dodge doesn't reset the string counter, right? So if you're like at the third hit of the specific string, you're gonna get the fourth, or you're gonna continue at the third, etc. And this was like really important in Bayonetta because enemies were aggressive, you needed to dodge a lot, but also you needed the wicked weaves, were like the big hits. So it was like a really important mechanic in that game, right? The game is also said to have a shop system. There is a shop system for Ryu and for Yakumo, and you regenerate HP at the shops. So that's gonna be interesting. I also wonder if they're gonna do like the Devil May Cry 4, where when you played as Nero, you collected orbs, and then once you switched to Dante, you had a ton of orbs to work with. So I don't know how exactly they're gonna do it, but that should be interesting. I thought was kind of interesting. They're saying that this and using items will matter at the score that you get at the end of the chapter. And I think that's actually really cool, because in Ninja Gaiden 2 and Ninja Gaiden 1, the rating always is just about like the essence, the score, and if you're using like a ton of ultimate techniques, that is just how you get it to be like really high, because obviously of how the essence system work. So using items and actually dying affecting your overall score, I actually think that is really well. And it's saying that the in-game currency that you earn is also, it's gonna be based on the scores that you get. So if the score is affected by using item and by dying, then you're gonna get lesser score, you're gonna have lesser currency. So I think that should be like a really good way to incentivize like clean play. Tidbit of gameplay information that I think is really important is that you're saying if you have too much airtime, you can get interrupted by like enemy projectiles and enemy hits. There was like a recent clip where Yakumo did like a 4 weapon switching aerial combo, and he had a ton of airtime in that, but they are confirming that enemies, especially projectile enemies will try to hit you out of the air. We've seen a little bit of that, but although the enemy kind of failed. So I am interested to see like how that actually will function once we got the game on our hands. It is saying that the game do have like 4 difficulty missions. There is the hero mode, which is like easy difficulty, that will have like auto guard and all of that stuff. Obviously for people who are just really new or not used to action games. And once you beat the game once, you will unlock Master Ninja. Now one thing that they did say is that the enemy behavior will change depending on the difficulty, right? And this is a crucial part of Ninja Gaiden. in Ninja Gaiden games, especially like Ninja Gaiden 1, the enemy formations and like the enemy type would change. Like you would get more evolved ninja the more difficult the game was. So I think that is actually really important for like the preservation of Ninja Gaiden and the identity of the game. I feel like that's actually really important. And that's about it for all of the information that I think you need to know. The game comes out in just a couple of months. I hope that they're gonna do a demo or give us a way to test out the game. Obviously, the news about Ryu and his weapons being DLC and the fact that you got to pay to get like the complete experience. I mean, this is it, gaming 2025 isms that unfortunately we all knew was coming. Early on, it was reported that Ryu only have one weapon, and we didn't want to believe it, but it is true. But again, we don't know like how involved Ryu is to this actual story. And I do think, although this kind of stinks, it is a temporary issue. Like once the weapons are released as DLC, and they're probably gonna release a different version later that have everything, I think that's fixable. I hope that we don't run into like a Ninja Gaiden 3, where even after they have fixed a lot of the issues with the game, the core game was bad. Everything that I'm hearing, it seems like the core game of Ninja Gaiden 4 is shaping up to be good. Does it appear like a Platinum action game with a Ninja Gaiden skin on it? I mean, a little bit, but also I'm seeing a lot of what I really like about Ninja Gaiden in the game. I'm super excited about it. I hope the game does really well. I hope the game is really fun, and I hope that you all are gonna enjoy it. I'm also working on like a good video on Ninja Gaiden 1. I'm taking a lot of my time on it, trying to sell you Ninja Gaiden 1 because that game is legendary. Anyways, I would love to hear your thoughts about all of it in the comment section below. I will be leaving a link to the Patreon, Discord, Twitter, and Twitch pages. I hope that for the future of this game, for DLC, I hope that they will add different playable characters. This is my dream, like add Ayane, add Rachel, add Kasumi, make him playable, maybe someone who's totally new. I think that would be really cool. Ninja Gaiden 4, man, I'm so excited, I'm so hyped. Words can't describe it. Ninja Gaiden Ragebound was just amazing, and I can't wait. See you guys next time. Stay safe.